Athena is meditating on her throne. Suddenly, her concentration is broken by a man's scream offstage, followed by another. She gets up to investigate.
Who's there?
A hooded cloaked stranger enters wearing men's clothing and shades. She stands still, head bowed. Athena doesn't recognize her.
Who are you? My guards didn't announce anyone.
Dead men don't talk.
You killed all 10 of them?
You left me no choice. I came to see you. They were in my way.
What's so important you had to kill men to see me? State your business and show your face.
I've been in search of a monster like the one mercilessly attacking poor men all over town. They say she's pure evil. If you look into her eyes, you'll be turned to stone. Do you know any monsters fitting that description?
I'm familiar. Yes.
I'm told her story begins here along with another monster who's been hiding in plain sight, hiding their ugliness inside. You know of that one?
No such monster lives here. Medusa.
Medusa tosses a stone head toward Athena and pulls back her hood, revealing snake locks.
You're a former priestess in the flesh. They don't call you the goddess of wisdom for nothing. You look a little surprised to see me, Athena. Thought I'd be dead by now?
I'm wondering why you came back. It's dangerous for you to be here.
Like you care. You're the one that made it dangerous.
I do care, Manny.
Don't. That name is dead, along with the girl you gave it to. Do you believe what they say? Do you think I'm an evil monster?
I don't know. You weren't evil when you left here, but people change.
People change people.
What is it you want, Medusa?
I demand to know why you did this to me.
Demand? You're always so cute when you're upset, Meddy.
I told you not to call me that. You don't want to make me angrier than I already am.
Oh? And why is that?
You like playing with fire, don't you?
Sometimes. Or rather, it likes playing with me. Hephaestus tried me once. A girl can't just order some weapons without being accosted. Anyway, something is off about you, Medusa. You're giving me strong woman, but I see the vulnerability behind that facade. Maybe not as bold as you're trying to be. What are those?
I made them. They're called shades. They let me look without murdering everyone I see.
I see. And you're having fun out there playing dress up in that attire?
It's not dress up, it's survival. I've been running since I left here. I'm tired. I'm getting weak and I just want this to stop.
So you came to me. Why?
I need a resolution, a healing. I need answers, and you will give them to me.
You want to come back and stay with me, don't you?
Yes, no, I don't know.
You're confused.
No, I'm very clear.
You don't know whether to fight or worship me. Loyalty is so important and so hard to find. I can see you still love me, don't you?
It was never about love, but a duty I was bound to.
Lies. You've been running for your life, but you somehow still had me on your mind, even to the point you had to come back here.
It was eating at me. I had to know
Kiss my feet.
why you betrayed me. I was dodging arrows and had the stabbing questions echoing in my mind. Why? After I dedicated my life to worshiping and serving you, why did you hurt me? I pledged my life to you, vowed to live untouched, a virgin in servitude to you.
And yet we are here. You let him take you.
I didn't let him. He raped me. I was powerless to stop him, and when I came to you for help, you abandoned me.
What was I supposed to do? Fight him off myself?
Shield me. Make him leave. Why did you punish me?
I could give you a quick answer, but you need the whole story to understand. You don't know what you think you do. Won't you sit?
I'd rather stay.
You know it makes me nervous when you stand like that. Please, have a seat. We can stay like this forever, but I have a feeling you don't have that kind of time. And take off those things. I want to see your beautiful eyes.
This is some kind of trick. I can't tell if you want to be turned to stone.
Nay, dear, that won't work on me. I am the goddess of wisdom, as we already established. I haven't given you anything that could hurt me. Come here. Now, you see how close we are, and those serpents of yours haven't batted an eyelid.
Medusa tests her theory. Thrusting her head forward, she removes her shades, challenging, eyes wide. Athena bursts into laughter.
I'm sorry to laugh in your face, but if you saw yourself, you would laugh too. Those eyes are just eyes to me, and those snakes know their mothers. They won't hurt me or you. They won't lift their heads to hurt someone who doesn't want to hurt you. Get it? Now sit.
Medusa reluctantly sits.
Now, where to begin? You were very beautiful. You were too beautiful, and everyone loved you for it. The men especially couldn't get enough of looking at you and that beautiful flowing hair. People would visit the temple just to see you, pretend to worship me. But I saw when men would bow down as they rose and wink a sly eye in your direction.
You did this because you were jealous of me?
Don't flatter yourself. No. I was just aware of all that went on around me. A goddess must remain aware. Now, when Poseidon came to the temple that day, we weren't on good terms, and I had no time for him, so I sent him away. I had no idea he stayed behind, lurking in the shadows. I asked you to get something from my chambers, and I was annoyed you took so long.
He was following me. He had me cornered like he often did in the market, trying to kiss me. And I refused and told him I didn't want to, that I was dedicated to you in my position as your priestess. But he persisted, so I laughed him off and rushed back begging to get rid of him, but you just sent me away.
I sent you away because you were taking so long, and on top of it, I learned it was because you were talking to Poseidon.
Avoiding Poseidon.
I knew he favored you. I suspected you had already had some relations with him. Touch, kiss. What man actively pursues a woman that doesn't show any signs of wanting him?
Poseidon did. I didn't want him.
I thought the importance of your position alone would have been enough for you to get rid of him.
I tried, Athena.
I thought both of you knew better. You, knowing to remain my priestess, you needed to remain pure. And him, knowing what you meant to me, that he should leave you alone. I suppose that's why he pursued you, because you were mine. He wanted to take something from me, and he chose you.
When you sent me away a second time, he pulled me by my hair into your chamber. I wasn't strong enough to stop him.
I came to check on you.
By then it was too late.
I'm sorry for that.
And then you looked at me with such disgust.
I was disgusted with him. I was sick.
How do you think I felt? And then you turned your back on me.
I needed to process, to make a decision. The goddess of wisdom is expected to know just what to do in every situation.
I needed you to take in, cover me, and you wouldn't even touch me.
I couldn't. That's the rule. My priestess must be a virgin, pure, you know this.
But it wasn't my choice. Why did you punish me and in front of everyone?
He left. And besides, I couldn't punish him. That's just not done. And he wasn't worth my power, you were. I didn't punish you. I protected you.
What?
I changed you. in front of everyone so they could see how you came to be this way.
You were making an example out of me?
No. I wanted them to see where your power came from. I wanted men to see they couldn't control you anymore. Never again would a man be able to enter my temple, worshiping me as a guise to gaze upon you with selfish lust in their hearts. I blessed you with a power you never had as a mortal, to control your life, to protect you so you would have agency over your own body. When I looked into your eyes that day, I saw the pain of a woman who had been owned by so many men in their minds before she was physically owned by one. And I wanted to be sure that never happened again. When men gazed on you from that moment on, they would feel the stone coldness of the cruel heart that took your dignity. Never again would they reach to caress your hair, dragging you like Poseidon did, as his prize to a cave. Instead, they'd get bitten, poisoned and paralyzed like the venom of lustful control that paralyzed you. Men are now threatened by you, by your power, because they can't control you. That's why they chase you, call you evil.
All of that is a lie. You think your twisted story will make me see this as a gift? This is a curse, by any name you call it. You could have cast a spell that repelled evil men, but you made me ugly because you were jealous that Poseidon wanted me, that everyone thought I was more beautiful.
I wasn't jealous of you. I was angry and jealous he took you. You were mine. He destroyed what was sacred to me, and I could no longer keep you when I realized you were changed.
Changed?
You know. You know it right away from the moment of conception. You carry them even now, forever linked to him. Those twins in your womb. Yes, I knew. Now you have all your answers. Are you satisfied to continue on your journey?
No. I need you to lift this curse. I didn't just come for answers. I came.
It's not a curse. It's a gift. And I can't lift gifts. You simply didn't learn to use it.
Learn? Who would teach me? When? What I learned is that everyone falls prey to my gaze. I've learned that word travels fast, and before I get to the next town, I'm already a moving target.
That is why you can't stay here. They'll be here soon.
I can't leave. I'm scared. After all I've meant to you, please, you gotta lift it.
I can't.
Then will you hide me? You must have some love left for your priestess.
Former priestess, and I can't hide you. They're relentless. They'll find you.
Not if you hide me. You have the power to make me disappear if you want. You can teach me how to control this. That's what you meant, right? That you would be the one to teach me? Don't you remember our fonder times? It's me. You're me. I just want to stop running. I want to be normal again. To be free.
There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you will do. You never cared about me, did you? You lie to me, even now, about wanting to protect me. All this did was make me ugly so no one would ever want me and put me in more danger by making me something to fear. And I just
Suddenly, a commotion is heard outside.
Someone's coming. You have to go.
I have one final request.
What's that?
Since you won't change me or hide me, tell me about me. Tell them about me, please. The truth. Tell the world who I was. That I wasn't evil, just scared. Tell them I meant no harm. Tell them that I'm the victim. Tell them that if they just leave me alone.
This way!
You have to go. It's not safe here for you anymore, Meddy.
You'll tell them the truth? They'll listen to you.
I knew it wouldn't be long before they caught wind of what came in here.
Who? Of who came in here?
Yeah. Look, you have to go.
I think she's in here. Athena?
Promise me you'll tell them.
I promise. Now go.
Medusa lingers a moment, then exits swiftly.
She's afraid. And when we're afraid, we're the most vulnerable, but also the most dangerous.
Footsteps stop in the doorway. Athena looks off and addressing an unseen Perseus.
Hello, Perseus. You're here for the shield.
End of play.
Great job, everyone. If you could unmute yourselves and give our fabulous company a round of applause, please. Yes. Hi, everyone. Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining. Right now, we are going to have a talk back that you are all welcome to stay for. Please feel free to put your comments in the chat or out loud when we get to the point where I ask you questions. I'm Caren Celine Morris, and I will be moderating this talk back. Actors, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lori Sinclair Minor, playwright, and I played Athena.
Hey y'all, I'm Denise Manning and I play Medusa.
Brandon, you can come in the room.
Oh, hey. I'm Brandon Weber and I did stage directions and offstage voices.
Great. Okay, guys. So we would love to keep this to about 20 minutes. So just keep that in mind when you're making your comments or questions or whatever you have. So before we begin, I just want to encourage you to avoid giving prescriptive commentary, like suggestions on how to fix the piece, pointing out what you find wrong. We're not quite looking for that. We're looking for positive, just feelings and emotions, how you felt about this piece. Keep this in mind as you frame your questions and comments about the play, yeah? Okay, so our first prompt is, are there any words, images, phrases that are stuck with you after listening, hearing, seeing this piece? Please stick with specific words, images, and phrases. And feel free to unmute yourself and put yourself on video or, type it down in the comments. Anyone is welcome to go first. Kari, I think that's how you pronounce that. Let me know if I'm wrong. Says that the word power comes to mind. Female empowerment from Kendrick. The phrase, I can't take back a gift from Charisse. Tanika says intimidation.
Dominant.
Kimberly says conflict. I heard someone say dominates. Can you repeat?
Yes, I said dominant.
Great, thank you. Oh, my Zoom is glitching out. Give me 1 second. All right, we've got them all coming in here. The phrase, the snakes know their mother, the word scared, that Medusa said, tell them I'm just scared, more or less. Treachery, misunderstanding, subtextual rivalry, the phrase who came in or something like that. Conflicting perspectives on the same events. Yeah. Patriarchy, conflict of power and vulnerability. Victim blaming. Yeah. Something along the lines of a girl can't peruse weapons without getting accosted, and rape. The word jealous. Standards that miss the mark. Moses, can you expand on that a little more?
So I guess for me, the part where Athena is like has this standard in her head, like saying like you were supposed to be this, you were supposed to be this. So I guess it's just being so dead set on that one standard that you don't allow anything that it doesn't allow concessions for the circumstances what the circumstances that cause them to fall short of that quote unquote standard.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. We've got victim blaming. Okay, that's a bunch. You guys are on it. And yeah, just so you guys know, you are welcome to come on camera if you would like to state your comments out loud and on screen so we can see your beautiful, beautiful faces. But yeah, comments also work. Betrayal, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move to the second prompt, which is, what were you fulfilled by? What would you like more of? Just what made your heart full about this piece? What made you get emotional? And
For
Cass,
me,
you're welcome to talk about this as well. Sorry, whoever interrupted.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. Someone talk.
hi, this is Charisse. I was just going to say that I felt like it was a really good balance of curiosity for me, and that always is, what keeps me engaged. Am I curious enough right at the beginning? And so I felt like this script did a really good job of keeping me on my toes, wanting to know more about this relationship. What kind of relationship is this? And so I thought it was a good balance of that.
Mm, mm.
I was really full by anger. I'm really into female anger on stage and female expressions of disappointment, and just I love feral ass women doing things, like truly. Like I love that because I feel like men or male presenting people get to do that all the time on stage. And women do that in life. Like we have moments where we're like, I had to make a power play or I had to make a decision that was unsavory for the greater good, but like for some reason we don't really get to take up spaces like that. So that's one thing for me, even though Athena was doing some things where were like very unsavory, I really enjoyed the power. I really enjoyed the feralness of Medusa and like sort of just like the unhingedness, but also still being the most powerful people in the room. Like she was able to kill 10 men. So she obviously is not a game, but she still had all this in her. Like I think that the complexity of female power and female anger and the range of emotions that a woman who is superior in every way in the world we live in, not just the play, exists. Like I think you did a good job of letting us be all those complex things beyond just like emotional, like I'm killing people because I'm a scared woman. I'm ranting. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right?
No, you're
We
good.
got
Yes, we got you. Thank you.
That's on period. Goodbye. I'm muted.
We got you, and I'm pretty sure all the women and non-binary folks here felt you.
I think you
Miss-
turned. I think you termed a new phrase with feral ass women, and I'm here for it.
I really want to put it on a shirt because it's like my permanent address. You know, you can't get too comfortable. You gotta be feral. They don't listen when you chill. You gotta be feral. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, copyright that belongs to Denise Manning. We have this on record. That belongs to her.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it.
Isaac, do you have a specific comment?
Yeah, I was gonna say what made my heart feel full or what moved me the most was when Medusa at the end was begging for Athena to correct the record, like just tell them like what happened, tell them basically like, absolve me. That was really moving to me.
Wow. Thank you.
Kendrick?
Yeah, hi. I just really enjoyed the vulnerability of Medusa. Typically, we think of Medusa as, this stony character, this, with the snakes and this very scary character, but to almost give her this human-like vulnerability. I thought that was really nice and really moving. And even though these characters are these goddesses, there's still emotion there and there's still feeling there. And I thought that was a nice complexity to add to the badassness of these characters as well.
Yeah,
you.
it looks like Kari agrees with you as well. She said Medusa showing vulnerability and asking for what she needed fulfilled her.
I like to take what Kendrick said and take it another level, because I really like the specific backstory that was given and like how she got these powers, and that there's a legitimate reason why Medusa has the snakes in her hair and turns people to stone type of thing, and how it could be and how in her mind, I actually bought for a while how it was a protective power, and I could see how that could be. But also, obviously, what Medusa's point of view is like, it's a very isolating power. It's a very isolating thing where she can't really connect with anyone because of this thing that's meant to protect her in a very crazy, ironic way, that the very thing that's protecting her is also a prison to her. So I just really like that, again, that dichotomy of how you have this very thing that everybody knows, but there's so many levels to it. I'm all about the levels. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Missa says that Medi's expressions of her current stage of grief and Athena's play of emotions are what fulfilled her.
Hey, Missa. You're muted. You're on mute. Oh, there you go.
Sorry. Yeah, when we go through those stages, and I love what Moses said, because how isolating is feminine power, period. How often do men run away screaming at the hint of power from a woman? And here we have Medi, who that nickname clearly displays how deep and intimate her relationship with Athena was, being in probably the anger stage, which is an extremely vulnerable and scared place to be, because from that backstory, I felt that Medusa's anger came from fear, from being in a fearful place and then being punished after being in a fearful place. So it was such a gripping moment for them to have and display not only the power of their intimacy, but the depth of the rift that happened between them. So yeah.
Thank you.
I also think it's really fascinating that Medusa, like most women and female presenting folks, are punished for the ways in which men conduct themselves in society. That's not lost on me.
Yeah.
You know? That's not lost on me. And how she verbatim is like, well, you say like they want something from you in this way, they're only gonna kill the thing that, like when someone's trying to exploit you. And it's like, so then she's perceiving it as punishment. And I feel very connected to that. Like being a curvy person, being like somebody who developed at 13, feeling like I was punished for being alive when I was like, I literally can't do anything. Like it didn't feel like a gift. It didn't feel exciting to be like foamed at the mouth about when you're trying to learn, and it's like, I really could understand, like you said, the femininity of the feminine power of that. And then also like it being truly a curse, because both things can exist at the same time. It was a curse, but also the duality of another woman punishing another woman for that curse, because the real thing is much like cisgendered heteronormative Black men want to replace white people and then they're going to oppress all of us. The same thing's happening here. It's like you're replacing one oppressor with another, so then you're just like them, actually.
Right.
And I didn't mean to take us there, but that's where we are, Lori. You did a great job.
Hey.
Drag me, sis. Drag me.
It would have been a gift had Athena's jealousy not warped it into something else. It really would have been a gift if Medusa had been able to control it and use it and be empowered to punish the men who chased her down and held her by her hair herself, rather than Athena also taking that decision away from her in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, Lori.
Every time, Lori, every time.
Oh, I just have to say this out loud. This is from my sister, Denise. Whitney wants to know when you're having a TED Talk. She is here for it. I'm here for it too. Listen.
Y'all are so sweet. My TED Talk happens every day on IG. People who follow me know what's up. I make some talking in my stories.
Speaking of everyone, all of our company members, so Lori, Denise, Brandon, drop your Venmo handles, drop your Insta handles, because I am sure these people are going to want to, at the very least, follow you. Drop them in the chat. So then we can move on to our third prompt, which is the easiest prompt for most people. Any comments, questions for our playwright or our actors?
I guess the only question I would have is what's next for this play, or what else are y'all doing? If not for this play, what else are y'all doing? Especially stay in touch, or like be ready to support y'all for the next program, or what else you got going on. I'm gonna stop rambling so y'all can answer.
Y'all can talk.
Yeah, what y'all got going on?
I mean,
living.
Yeah, I'm trying to be black and royal. That's all. I mean, I have like readings coming up, but I couldn't tell you what the day, time is a constant. Like what even life is happening right now. But if you follow me, I will post it. I'm good at that. And my birthday is coming up, so you didn't ask, but I am a Libra, down, the house down boots. So that's coming up, and that is very important. But I made it around the sun. So congrats.
What's next for me is a 24-hour playwriting event that is one of the theaters in my hometown. I'm going to be a playwright for one of the weekends for the fest. And then I'll be doing a children's show, but I don't have details on like what that means for the public. So that's what's next for me.
Brandon, what you got going on?
Actually, I am shooting a feature film, next week. So that's what's going on right now. On top of that, I am directing 2 different pieces. I'm directing a show in Atlanta for next year, a dinner burlesque cabaret. Okay. And then I'm also directing a mini international tour that's also going to be going up next year as well.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And releasing music. So.
Yay.
Yes.
I'd love to see it.
I will be starting a new position as production stage manager on a show in New York in like 2-ish weeks that will run through December. All of my social media is private as hell, so if you want to know about that, you can email me, okay? And it's free. So. Yeah, I think that we are good to wrap up. Yeah, Lori?
Yep.
Great. So thank you all so much for coming to this reading. It was fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lori is just amazing at everything she does, as usual, every time. Tune back in. I'm sure there will be another one. I'm absolutely sure. The talent just can't stop flowing from her. I can't. So, all right. We will see you all soon.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Love you much. And I'll see you all next time.
Congrats.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.
Bye, Lori.